Hello, friend. This is a story about a student named John. Join me as we explore his life at school, his adventures, and the lessons he learns along the way. Through John's experiences, we'll see what it's like to be a student and how he grows each day. Let's dive into John's world together. Chapter 1: John's Morning Routine. John is a 16-year-old student. He lives in a small town with his parents and younger sister, Emily. Every morning, John wakes up at 6:30 a.m. He hears his alarm clock ring and slowly opens his eyes. John stretches and yawns before getting out of bed. He goes to the bathroom to wash his face and brush his teeth. The cold water wakes him up completely. After brushing his teeth, John takes a shower. He likes to take a shower in the morning because it makes him feel fresh and ready for the day. After his shower, John goes to his room to get dressed. He wears his school uniform, a white shirt, blue trousers, and a blue tie. He looks in the mirror to make sure he looks neat and tidy. At 7 a.m., John goes to the kitchen for breakfast. His mother has made breakfast for the family. Today, they are having toast, eggs, and orange juice. John sits at the table with his parents and sister. They talk about their plans for the day while they eat. After breakfast, John packs his school bag. He puts his books, notebooks, and pencil case into his bag. He also packs his lunch, which his mother has prepared for him. John says goodbye to his family and leaves the house at 7:30 a.m. Chapter 2: A Day at School. John walks to school. It takes him about 15 minutes to get there. He likes walking because he can see his friends on the way. They talk and laugh together as they walk to school. John's school is a big building with many classrooms. When he arrives, he goes to his locker to get his books for the first class. He puts his bag in the locker and takes out his math book and notebook. The bell rings at 8 a.m., and John goes to his math class. His teacher, Mr. Smith, is already in the classroom. John sits at his desk and takes out his books. Mr. Smith starts the lesson. He explains new math problems on the board and asks the students to solve them. John listens carefully and writes down notes. After math class, John has English class. His English teacher, Mrs. Brown, gives the students a reading assignment. They read a story and then discuss it in class. John enjoys English class because he likes reading and writing. At 10 a.m., there is a break. John goes to the playground with his friends. They play football and talk about their favorite games and TV shows. The break is 15 minutes long, and then they go back to their classes. John's next class is science. Today, they are learning about plants and animals. The teacher shows them pictures and explains how plants grow. John finds it very interesting. He takes notes and asks questions. After science, John has history class. They are learning about ancient Egypt. The teacher shows them pictures of pyramids and talks about the pharaohs. John writes down important dates and facts in his notebook. At 12:30 p.m., it is lunchtime. John goes to the cafeteria with his friends. He eats the lunch his mother packed for him, a sandwich, an apple, and a bottle of water. After eating, John and his friends go outside to play again. The afternoon classes start at 1:15 p.m. John has art class, which is his favorite. He loves drawing and painting. Today, they are painting landscapes. John paints a picture of a mountain and a river. His teacher, Ms. Green, says his painting is very good. The last class of the day is physical education, PE. John changes into his sports clothes and goes to the gym. They play basketball today. John likes playing basketball with his friends. It is a lot of fun and good exercise. At 3 p.m., the school day is over. John goes to his locker to get his bag. He walks home with his friends. They talk about their plans for the evening. When John gets home, he greets his mother and goes to his room to do his homework. Chapter 3, Evening Routine. John starts his homework at 4 p.m. He does his math problems, reads the English story, and writes a summary. He also reviews his science notes and draws a picture for his art class. It takes him about 2 hours to finish his homework. At 6 p.m., John goes to the living room to watch TV. He watches his favorite show for an hour. His sister, Emily, sits with him. They laugh and enjoy the show together. At 7 p.m., it is time for dinner. The whole family sits at the dining table. Today, they are having pasta and salad. They talk about their day and share stories. John tells his family about the interesting things he learned in school. After dinner, John helps his mother clean the dishes. Then he goes to his room to relax. He reads a book for a while and then plays a game on his computer. At 9 p.m., John gets ready for bed. He brushes his teeth and puts on his pajamas. He says good night to his family and goes to his room. John likes to read a little before sleeping. He reads a few pages of his book and then turns off the light. John goes to bed at 9:30 p.m. He thinks about his day and feels happy. He likes school and enjoys learning new things. He is also excited about the future. John dreams of going to college one day and becoming a scientist. Chapter 4, College Life Begins. 2 years later, John's dream comes true. He is now 18 years old and has finished high school. John is going to college to study science. He is very excited and a little nervous. John moves to the college dormitory. It is his first time living away from home. He has a small room with a bed, a desk, and a closet. John unpacks his things and arranges his room. His roommate, Alex, arrives. Alex is also studying science. They introduce themselves and become friends quickly. John and Alex decide to explore the college campus together. The college campus is big and beautiful. There are many buildings, a library, a gym, and a cafeteria. John and Alex visit their classrooms and the library. They also find the science lab, where they will do experiments. John's classes start the next day. He has biology, chemistry, and physics classes. John is very interested in all his subjects. The professors are knowledgeable and passionate about teaching. In biology class, they study cells and organisms. The professor shows them how to use a microscope. John finds it fascinating to see tiny cells up close. In chemistry class, they learn about different elements and compounds. They do experiments in the lab, mixing chemicals and observing reactions. John enjoys the hands-on learning experience. Physics class is also interesting. They learn about the laws of motion and energy. The professor does demonstrations to show how physics works in real life. John takes detailed notes and asks many questions. Chapter 5: New Friends and Experiences. John makes many new friends in college. He joins the science club and meets other students who love science. They have meetings every week and do fun activities, like building robots and conducting experiments. John also joins the college basketball team. He enjoys playing sports and staying active. The team practices 3 times a week and has games on weekends. John likes the teamwork and the excitement of the games. College life is busy, but John manages his time well. He studies hard during the week and enjoys his free time on weekends. He often goes to the library to study and do research. He also likes to relax with his friends and explore the town. One weekend, John and his friends decide to go hiking. They find a beautiful trail in the mountains. John loves nature and enjoys the fresh air and the beautiful views. They take many pictures and have a picnic on the top of the mountain. Chapter 6: Challenges and Successes. College life is not always easy. John faces challenges, especially with difficult subjects and exams. Sometimes he feels stressed and overwhelmed. But he never gives up. He knows that hard work and perseverance are important. John seeks help from his professors and classmates. They study together and help each other understand difficult topics. John also uses the resources in the library and attends extra tutoring sessions. One of the biggest challenges is the final exams. John studies very hard for weeks. He reviews his notes, reads textbooks, and practices problems. On the day of the exams, he feels nervous but confident. When the results come out, John is very happy. He has passed all his exams with good grades. His hard work has paid off. John feels proud and motivated to keep working hard. Chapter 7, Looking to the Future. John's first year of college passes quickly. He has learned so much and made many good friends. He feels more confident and independent. During the summer break, John decides to do an internship. He finds an internship at a science research center. There he works with scientists and learns about their research. John helps with experiments and collects data. It is a great experience, and he learns a lot about the field of science. John's second year of college starts. He feels more prepared and excited for new challenges. He continues to study hard and participate in activities. John also starts thinking about his future career. He talks to his professors and career counselors about his interests and goals. John decides that he wants to become a biologist. He is fascinated by living organisms and wants to contribute to scientific research. He plans to continue his studies and eventually get a PhD in biology.